Hi, welcome to Student Support Services. My name is Barb Hansen and I'm the program coordinator. Today we're going to go through some of the services and programs that you will have available to you in our program. Here helping is a current Student Support Services student.
Yeah, my name is Amo Hillary. I'm a current SSS member.
So the purpose of Student Support Services is that we provide you with the supports necessary for you to graduate here at Indian Hills Community College, and we also like to see our students transfer on to a four-year university if that is something you're interested in. Our staff includes Jessica Chickering, who's the director. She's pictured here on the left. I'm Barb Hansen, the academic advisor and program coordinator. I will be your primary contact if you have any questions, but you can also talk to Jessica at any time. Angie is our assistant, and she's pictured here in the middle. Some services that we'll talk more about that we offer include transfer assistance, academic services, individual advisement, grant aid, special events, and we have a textbook loan library. This is special for Student Support Services students. We don't have every textbook, but we do have a good selection. Thankfully, many of our students have donated their books when they're done with them so that we are able to have more to loan out to students. They're available first come, first serve. You have to, after you register for classes, bring a copy of your schedule and complete a book request. But you're able to use these books completely free. You just have to return them when your course is done. We have transfer assistance available within our program. Susan Wiley, who works over in the Success Center in the Writing Lab, coordinates that. She sets up college campus visits throughout the year. You have the opportunity to go to various campuses across the state of Iowa. And we really encourage everybody to do these, even if you're not considering going to a four-year college, just to see what else is out there. We also have transfer workshops, so if going on another campus isn't something you feel like you want to do or are ready to do, we will have a transfer fair where a lot of colleges will be available for you to talk to them at that time here on the Indian Hills campus, or at our transfer workshops where we just give you information on transferring. We can also help you select a major if you're not exactly sure what you want to do or what field you want to go into. Our academic services include assessment of needs. We have tutoring available, basic skills classes. These are all available through the Success Center, which we will talk more about in a minute. We have early intervention program grade sheets, and these are optional for you to complete. Nothing in our program's mandatory, as we're set up to assist you. We don't want to burden you, so whatever you think will benefit you, we encourage you to do. The grade sheets just help us see where you're at, what you're doing, if there's any services we can provide to assist you. And then our newsletters go out each term, and these are really important for you to keep because not only do they have important information and articles in them, our calendar is also in there, so any workshops that we have, any activities we have, all those will be featured in that newsletter. Now here you're going to see a little video clip from Daniel Ockett, who is the director of the Success Center, and he will talk to you a little bit more about what services that they offer.
Hello, my name is Daniel Ockett, and I am the director for the Podhoven Academic Success Center. It's a pleasure to welcome you here today. And what I would like to do is give you a brief synopsis of the services we offer here at the Success Center. Please, if you will, join me for a tour. Right here this is our introductory area. This is where you will be greeted and needed by our wonderful student staff. They will help you. Yes, they are. And indeed, what they will do is they will ask you for an identification card, which you will gladly scan. And once you've done that, we can direct you to the services that you need. Let's walk on back and let me show you some of the things that we offer. As we go back here, one of the things that's first on our list is the math lab. In fact, the math lab is utilized heavily because, after all, many of us could use some additional support in that area. One of the things that happens is you can walk in or make an appointment. As you come in, they will help you systematically with your math problems. Let's move on for a minute. Renovated. You'll see a series of offices here, and on our right there is disability services. If you need to avail yourself of that, you are more than welcome. You also see a series of chairs here. It's a very welcome environment to come in and study. Over here we have a currently not in use. However, this is where we feature a series of study singles courses. Shore up your basic skills. Come on back. And back here, of course, we have a conference room. And then in the very back, we have a writing lab. Do you feel like you're struggling with papers on how to compose an excellent essay? Come to these folks, and they will help you write the very best essay you can. And finally, but not least, our computer lab is back here, offering a wonderful environment for you to come back, work on your essays, work on your papers in a quiet place. I hope you'll join us soon. And once again, my name is Daniel Ogden with the Podhoven Academic Success Center. Thank you.
Okay, so that is, again, the Success Center, and that's located in the Arts and Science Building right around the corner from the Student Support Services office. Another component of Student Support Services is advising. You are able to come and meet with us if you need help selecting your courses or have questions about what classes to take. We're available to meet with our students almost immediately without much wait time. The only exception is if you're in a specific program, such as nursing, computers, anything where you have a technical field or health occupation, you will have to still meet with that department because they're set up to advise those students better than we are. We work mostly with arts and science students when it comes to advising. We are able to locate any academic services you may need, though, for any of our students. So if you are, for instance, in the nursing program and we can't help you with your course selection, but you're not sure about where you're at as far as how many classes you need to take or transferring, like we talked about earlier, any of that stuff, we're more than happy to look at for all of our students. Grant Aid. This is a big draw for a lot of students. It is like a scholarship, but there are a few requirements. You have to apply for it. You will see a lot of notifications about this around October. It will be due early in November. You have to be active in our program. You have to have a 2.0 GPA or higher and receiving the Pell Grant. In addition to receiving the Pell Grant, you also have to show that you have unmet financial need. This criteria is not going to change, and it is, since it's provided by the federal government, we don't have any flexibility with that. So you just have to make sure you meet those qualifications and get that application in on time. The minimum amount that scholarship is $500, and they are also made just once a year. So when I said one of the qualifications where you have to be active in the program, a lot of students wonder, what does it mean to be active? Jessica, the director, created a point system to illustrate active participation. So everything that you do acquires points. We have a spreadsheet in our office that you're welcome to get if you want a copy of that. Otherwise, I will highlight some of the common ways for students to get points. If you take a developmental skills class, those are worth 4 points. If you are coming in to see me to have an academic session or advising, those are worth 3 points. You can get a maximum of 6 points that way. Or if you go on a transfer trip, those that we talked about that are on Fridays, those are also worth 3 points each. If you go to our Lunch and Learn workshops, also called Network at Noon, or our advisory committee meetings, those are 2 points each. Those are offered over the noon hour so that we can catch students while they're on their lunch break. We provide you with a free lunch. You can eat while we have somebody talk to you about a topic that we think is relevant, or an advisory. We're working on leadership. These will always be posted, their schedules on your newsletter that you get, and also if you go into My Hills under your Student Support Services page, they're also listed on the calendar there. If you go on any of our cultural trips or turn in those grade checks, those are also worth 2 points each. If you go to tutoring, with a lot which a lot of students do in that Success Center, you get a point for every 5 hours of tutoring you get. At the end of the term, the Success Center just runs a report of our students, so then I have that information available easily. Or if you attend a campus event, if you get documentation after you go to a basketball game, bring us a basketball ticket. Or if you go to a concert in the auditorium, bring us a copy of the program. and just sign your name to that and show me that you went to that. We can count that as participation also. We also do special events. It's a fun part of our program. I encourage you to at least try to do one of these. I know our student here went with us to one of the Broadway shows we went to last year in Des Moines. Would you recommend students to go on those?
Yeah, I would recommend students to go on this, especially the one in Chicago was really, really good, really awesome.
So what he's talking about when he said Chicago, you have the opportunity as an Indian Hills student to go on a cultural trip with the school for credit, and Student Support Services actually sponsors students to go on that trip. So we cover a lot of that expense, leaving the student only having to pay for the tuition part of that. And we covered the motel, the bus. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely see me about. Also the Broadway shows that we go to, the other cultural events, you'll see a lot of advertisement about those. Come sign up. As soon as you see something that you think you want to go to, make sure you come in and see us so that we have a ticket for you and reserve a place. The Indian Hills Community College Fine Arts Department does an excellent job of putting on their own productions, so we make sure to go to those plays also. And then there's some educational and leadership camps that are across the state of Iowa that we'll take students to. We go to the Capitol and we'll lobby for TRIO, which is Student Support Services is a TRIO program, and we'll go to one of the universities for TRIO Leadership Conference. So those things are just some of the opportunities you'll have available as a Student Support Services student. This is an example of a schedule for 2 weeks, just to kind of give you an idea on some of the things we offer. In this particular time frame, we had a network at noon on student professionalism. Then the next day we had a welcome back picnic. The 18th we had another network at noon on student professionalism. Same topic. You may ask why. The reason for that is a lot of our students are in programs where they may have courses or clinicals that overlap their noon hour, making them unavailable one day but available a different day. So we try to offer topics that we think a lot of students will want information on twice a week so that they can get to that. The 23rd and 24th, we talked about the Success Center and their resources. The 30th, we had a large group orientation. On the 1st, we went to a leadership conference. And on the 2nd, we participated in a glow run. So this just kind of gives you an idea. There's always stuff going on. And like I said before, our program is designed really to accommodate individual students. So if there's something that you think will benefit you, please participate in that or utilize that service. But we're not going to require you to do anything as far as tracking you down or saying you have to be here for this. It's completely up to you. Also, if you have Facebook, please find us on Facebook. This is a great way to stay in contact. If you go to IHCC Student Support Services, that's our Facebook page. Any activities or information that we think is important, we will post that on there. So it's a good way to stay connected. The other option, like I had started to mention, was My Hills. If you go into My Hills, you have a Student Support Services group page. And if you want to get signed up for our texting, there is a program we use called Remind.com, and you can get that information from me. We also have a group on Viber that you can also join if that's something you're interested in. Just ask about that. So basically that sums up what Student Support Services is. We're just really hoping that while you're a part of our program, we can help you meet some new people, give you some opportunities you may not have had otherwise, and just support you academically, and just make sure you're successful at Indian Hills Community College. So welcome, we're happy to have you here.